So welcome back to French countryside life. Not raining, which is nice. So one of my good chums from the UK, Andy, just moved house and he's got himself a log burner. He said he'd watched the previous video that I did about changing the rope on the log burner. And he was asking if I could do a video on how to prepare the wood and light the fire and so on. So that's what I'm going to do. So Andy's channel is The Budget Angler. So if you're into your fishing, brilliant. Get over to that and have a look. All right, so I'm going to chop some wood up with the chainsaw. So to safety Colin. Fucking hell. Right, crack on. Good, so that's all these bits cut up into the smaller lengths like this. So we'll now use the log splitter to reduce these down further into kindling, which we'll use to light the fire in a bit. So let's crack on with that. So this is the hydraulic log splitter. Uses 5 tons of hydraulic pressure run by an electric motor with a 2-hand operation. And so we're just going to split the logs down. Bob's your uncle. So here we go. So like. So that's the ideal size of the kindling that we want. So about 1 inch square, 2 centimetres square. Perfect. So let's make a bunch of them. So what we've got now is a bag of the bigger kindling. I'll show you in the morning how we make up the fire and light the fire. See you in the morning. So we're back inside. It's the next day and we're going to build the fire. Now, to have fire you need 3 things. You need fuel, oxygen and heat. Without one of those 3 things you can't have fire. So we've got the fuel, the wood and the fire lighter, which I'll show you shortly. The heat will come from the fire lighter, which I will light obviously, and the oxygen comes from the vents in the fire. So there's a vent underneath here, there's a vent on the top. So on top of the flue there's something called a wind deflector that spins around, and which means that the wind flows over the top of the wind deflector and sucks air up. So you get oxygen from the room being sucked in through the vents, across the fire, feeding the fire, and then the heat and the smoke goes up the flue. And hopefully some of the heat comes out into the room. If you restrict the amount of air that's getting in by closing the vents, you reduce the amount of oxygen getting in and therefore reduce the combustion. So that's the theory of it. So let's build a fire. So here we are, ready to stack the fire. So what we need to do is get our little fire lighters. These are in flammable sachets, so they keep your hands clean, they don't smell so bad. So 2 of those in. See that? We'll get some of this small kindling around. Does seem like a bit of a faff, but the amount of fires that get lit that don't take, then you have to do it all again. It's worth just taking a bit of time, a bit of effort, just to make sure it's lit properly, or built properly I should say. So that's the small kindling, that's going to set the fire first. So the bigger kindling goes over the top, and we need lots of gaps because we want lots of oxygen in there. Right, let's put like that, and then we'll bang a big one on the top just to take the heat. So I'm not going to light it now because it's fairly warm. So I'll bring you back later and we'll light it probably late this afternoon. So next job is these 2 paving slabs have come loose. This is the main way walking down, and obviously you step on the end there, what? And that's broken ankles all day long, that. So let's get that fixed. Let's get this light out of harm's way then. Right, so this is that one. Okay, that's good enough. Well, that one's nice and clean, so lovely. That's good news. All right. Right, so let's loosen that up, clear all that away, get some mortar knocked up, and we'll get them back down. So that's that, nice and clean, ready for the mortar. We'll put it all back together. Lovely. Right, so I'm going to mix up the mortar mix. You know what, it's what, the 18th of December, the sun's out, it's lovely. You got to love France, haven't you? Let's get this mix done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you ask 10 different people and you'll get 10 different answers. What's the best mix? I do 4 to 1. 4 parts sharp sand, 1 part cement. One. That's 2. So mix it. So you know the mortar's ready to use. It's at the right mix when you can grab a handful, squeeze it, water doesn't come out, but it'll keep its shape after you let go. So that's pretty much right. Let's get some of that on there. Good. So just let them dry. And tomorrow I'll put a mix of 6 parts sand, 1 part cement, a dry mix, to point them up all around here, fill in all the gaps. And then spray some water, spray a fine jet of water on them. That will settle the pointing in. And yeah, it'll be good to go. So, brilliant. All right, so we've just got home from shopping. It's a bit fresh, so I'm going to light the fire now. So, you saw earlier the way we built the fire. Lots of space. So we've got 2 firelighters in there, so let's get them lit. So I'll close it up, make sure the vent is open. Vent is open on the bottom, so we're going to get lots of oxygen in there. And once we get a bit of heat going, the heat will go up the flue, and we'll get a drawer on it. We'll just keep an eye on it, and as soon as we've got a good base of glowing wood, then we'll put some bigger bits of wood on it. So let's see how we go. So we've got a good base of fire there. It's rocking and rolling there. So what I do is put another bit of wood on there. Something a bit more substantial. And close it down a little bit. That's the most important bit, because otherwise the fire will just run away with itself and you'll go through wood like anything. So closing vents down maybe halfway till it's settled down a bit. Just keep an eye on it. Good. So thanks for watching. If you can like the video, that'd be great. Share it on social media. Maybe think about subscribing if you haven't already. All it leaves to say is, well, there you go, and I'll see you soon.